Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. Thank you very much.
He has equal sponsors for medical students. Without even knowing them, we have some of them who are medical doctors today. He has sponsored nurses. He has sponsored teachers. He has equally sponsored engineers at various universities in Nigeria. We want to appreciate him for his support. We want to appreciate him for his empowerment. We want to appreciate him for his generosity. I want to appeal, and I want to congratulate each and every one of you who have actually shown interest to partake in this program. My fellow youths, let me tell you categorically in this country now, white collar job is not much available. Do you all agree with me? Yes. If you all agree with me that white collar job is no more available, what is the alternative? Today in US, in America, in UK, in Canada, another part of the world, if you have skills, you shall work, you can earn more than people who are actually working in the office. Do you agree that the knowledge are actually brought to you? I want to appeal to us. Let us maximize this opportunity. It's a golden opportunity. It's a life-changing program. For those who are here, or the facilitators, you will see various things that we discuss with us. They also went through this process. Today, they are successful people in the society. We can welcome to them in the society because they followed a true path. That path they followed is that same path the Honorable actually established for you people to actually follow that same path so that you can equally become somebody in the future. With your era of Baba Tualisa or Mejife, that era of God, we want empowerment for our youth. And that's what we are discussing with all the other leaders, all our political leaders. We don't need your money any longer. Empower, let us be self-empowered. When we are self-empowered, we will be self-reliant. And when we are self-reliant, then our family cannot depend on us. Yes, we cannot feed our family. They cannot continue to be giving us money. There will be a time they will not get the money to give us again. But they are giving us life now. They are giving us a life-changing program. I want to appeal to us. This is a 3 years program, according to the school. And let me tell you, this program, there will be free meal so that you are studying from year 1 to last year. Hold your fare from your year 1 to last year. And there will be free textbooks, free books. There will be free textbooks, all for everybody, from year 1 to last year. And thirdly is that there will be free accommodation. There will be free accommodation. They are responsible for it. And there will equally be a stipend for you at the end of the month. 45,000 hours stipend will be given to you. It is not it is practical thing. It is practical thing. I want to appeal to all of us. And for the parents who are here too, we need to equally encourage our children to maximize this benefit. Because I think very she you will be saying it. But by the time you come back, I can bet you know the things. After your graduation, Dangote refinery, Lekki fit Lagos. Lagos is coming back to Nigeria. The new face of Lagos is Ekpe. Whether you like it or not, the new face of Lagos is Ekpe. Another city we are from. Dangote refinery we are from. For those who are even anybody are tailoring the plumbing, mechanical, furniture, all those skills like that. It's a great opportunity for us in this society now. Even the federal government, the state governments are not clamoring for all the youths to partake in vocational skills. In the education sector today, they have equally created the space for skills in secondary school program. Mo fẹ́ rọ̀ wá, mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ wá, ẹ jẹ́ kí a maximize àsìkò yìí. And please, you are going there to represent your own. You are going there to represent Ekpe. Be a good ambassador of this community. Má bùjú àgẹ́tò máa lé bẹ̀rẹ̀. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́jẹ kó wà ẹ̀ àwọn lọ yí kíní ìsú, àwọn lọ bára wọn jà, àwọn lọ ṣe practice, please and please. To bá wọn gbọ́dọ̀ bùjú àgẹ́tò, kindly excuse yourself now and go home. Because we have sacrificed on our own that will be coming down to share for you. To relate to one meter and fly. The whole group of Ekpe sincerely appreciate. Àṣàdúrà fún wọn, ilé àtọ̀rọ̀ olóògùn dàgbò. Ilé ẹ̀ṣàmí dáadáa, ilé àtọ̀rọ̀ olóògùn dàgbò. Ilé àtọ̀rọ̀ olóògùn dàgbò. Gbogbo náà nínú bíbí àwọn ọlọ́run afá àdìbáríkà sí. Ìtòmí Misalagadi, he brought the idea. He's from Ekpe. He worked with that school. He brought the idea. When he see that opportunity relay, or you only maximize opportunity, he brought the idea and he sold the idea to Honorable. Honorable, how possible? Show our visitor. We can do it. Honorable, our visitor, no one machine. Honorable accepted it. He accepted it so that we machine will. I must tell you, no matter why, Honorable, I've never seen any Babani and the form of Honorable. Mawari, or no, the Mawari. We only posted that form online and everybody applied online. Kò sí pé èèyàn pay and everybody get to apply. Everybody apply on their own. We are expecting more than this number. Ẹjọ́ gbogbo ẹni àmbẹ̀ àdúgbò ẹ̀bọ lọ́wọ́ for those who actually came to honor our petition, we say we appreciate you. May God Almighty reward you and everyone for us abundantly. For the media too, we want to appreciate you for coming. For the executive of the NYC, thank you very much for your support. For members too, thank you very much for your support. For our facilitators, all the way from Lagos, Ekpe is fine. You can see Ekpe is beautiful. Ekpe is beautiful. When you are going, we promise you a shower if possible. So we want to appreciate you for coming down to Ekpe between our youth. Thank you very much and God bless you.
And encouraging our leader, Honorable Musain Tobun, to continue to do more. This idea is something that we have directly or indirectly introduced to other leaders in Ekpe. How is it possible? How are we going to do it? Okay, see me later. We'll see later. Okay, send message. It's different from somebody who you introduce something to. Immediately, he called the person that will work on it. And he contacted the person himself. He made sure that he joined the two of us. And from there, we started working on the program. And today, we are here today because of his benevolence. We want to continue to thank Almighty Allah for him. Everything he's doing, the one he's still doing presently, the one he will do, the one he has done, God should continue to be with him and help him to do it, to achieve more. If we want him to achieve more, let us thank God. Let us thank him for the one he has done. Now, the other party leaders that are present, I equally recognize their presence, either in absentia, either they are around or they are with us. thank you for giving Epe this opportunity. But before I really go to the overview, I would like to say something. Màá sọ ní òyìnbó, màá dẹ̀ tún sọ ní Yorùbá. Federal Technical College Yaba is established, I think, in 1947. Since 1947 at Trade Center, and since then they have been producing graduates. They have been doing different kind of programs. Wọ́n ti ń ṣe oríṣiríṣi program. But in the history of Federal Technical College Yaba, wọ́n ti ṣe nǹkan kan rí kí wọ́n á pe everything lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. Wé ká àwọn ọmọ wá sí school, kọ́ máa san nǹkan lówó school except owó PTA. Èló lówó PTA náà 12,000. Péré for a term lówó PTA. That's the only thing tó máa san. The other things are nǹkan tó máa rà fúnra wọn. Nísìn nígbà tí ó wá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tí wọ́n san gbọ́ngbọ́n, ó wá dàbí ìgbà tó yẹ pé ìgbà yẹn lèrò wá pọ̀ jù tó wọ school yẹn. Èrò pọ̀ jù, almost 1,000 students at a blow fún one set ní school yẹn gbà, almost 1,000 students. But nǹkan tó ká mi lára tó dùn mí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ọmọ Ẹ̀pẹ́ tèmi mọ̀ tó wọlé síbẹ̀ nínú 1,000 yẹn wọ́n ju 5 lọ. And program tá à ń sọ yìí, tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ yìí, tá à ń sọ tí a ti torí ẹ̀ wá jókòó síbi, èèyàn tó mú wá ọmọ Ẹ̀pẹ́ yìí náà ni our minister. Our minister brought the program. Dr. Moruf Tuji Alausa is from Ẹ̀pẹ́ here. How can somebody from here bring a program for the whole nation to our neighborhood? Ó wà ní Ìjẹ̀bú-Mushin, School Federal Technical College, ó wà ní Ìjẹ̀bú-Mushin. School Federal Technical College, ó wà ní Yaba. Neighborhood wa ṣe ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Kó wá jẹ́ wípé àníjú ọmọ Ẹ̀pẹ́ márùn-ún péré nínú almost 1,000. Inú mi ò dùn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, and that's why mo ṣe wò pé okay, the best thing tá máa ṣe ni pé ká súnmọ́ àwọn leaders wa tó lè encourage àwọn ọmọ pé kí àwọn tó súnmọ́ wa wọ́n máa ta fọ́ọ̀mù ẹ̀ fún wọn ní between 7,000 and 10,000 naira. But honorable sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ gba fọ́ọ̀mù ẹ̀ fún wa ní ọ̀fẹ́. A ní san wọn kan, a ní nídìí láti san anything, and that's why tó ṣe gbé idea ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ pé so that àwọn ọmọ Ẹ̀pẹ́ wọ́n á lè wọ Federal Technical College, wọ́n á jẹ àǹfààní ọ̀fẹ́ tí gbogbo almost gbogbo ẹ̀ ló bá ọ̀fẹ́ dé. Mo máa kà fún wa àwọn nǹkan tó bá ní ọ̀fẹ́ dé. And overview tó ní kí n ṣe ni pé báwo ni kí ni nípa program náà, kí ni benefits, kí ni àtijọ́ àti wọlé fún program náà, kí ni qualification téèyàn need láti wà part of the program. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni màá sọ, but mo kàn fẹ́ ká rí reason tí honorable ṣe gbé ètò yìí sílẹ̀, and reason táwa náà gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe embrace ẹ̀. Honorable mú ibi ó ti already kà fún wa reason tá ṣe ní láti embrace ẹ̀. Àwọn resource person facilitators ni wọ́n sì máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa reason, so mi ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ jù ní orí reason tí a ṣe láti embrace ẹ̀, but màá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí benefits tó wà nínú program yìí. Kò ṣe benefit rẹ pé wọ́n fẹnu sọ kò ṣẹlẹ̀ o, àwọn tó jókòó yìí wọ́n lè bí àmì witness. Gbogbo nǹkan tí government promise lórí program náà láti orí ìwé, and that's the benefit. Màá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kà láti orí school fees. Ọ̀fẹ́ ni ẹ̀ ní san anything fún school fees. Most of the schools they are announcing wọ́n lè sọ pé tuition free, but wọ́n ṣì kọ other things wọ́n kọ sábẹ́ as school fees ẹ̀sọ́ yẹn. But tuition meaning ni pé teaching tó ń teach yín bó ṣe kọ́ yín ọ̀fẹ́ ni, that is the tuition tó máa ní tuition free. But this is not only tuition free, the school has been tuition free from time, but wọ́n sọ pé school fees of about 100,000 naira ní school fees new student ní school Federal Technical College Yaba tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ àti owó accommodation everything 100,000 naira government ti gbé ẹ̀ẹ̀sán ọkọ̀ wọn lórí school fees. Government ti san through honourable minister Dr. Tuji Alausa àti tíìmù wọn ti ní pé àti the president wa náà òun náà support pé kí wọ́n ṣe ní free of charge, wípé kọ́mọ tó bá lọ any technical school kó má san owó kankan. Again ẹlẹ́kejì uniform tó máa wọ̀ ní school, àwọn fídíò tó play fún wa yẹn ẹ máa rí pé wọ́n wọ uniform yẹn ọ̀fẹ́ ni wọ́n fún wọn báyìí ní méjì lọ fún wọn kọ̀ọ̀kan méjì ìṣẹ́pọ̀ sọ fún mi ìṣojú mi wọ́n fún àwọn ọmọ yẹn ní ọ́fíìsì mi lọ ti ń ṣe uniform yẹn gan, wọ́n fún wọn lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ méjì shirt méjì trouser méjì tie ẹyọkan badge méjì bàtà tó máa wọ̀ sẹ́sẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ fún wọn ọ̀fẹ́ lọ fún wọn ọ̀gbá tẹ́kọ̀bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn. kìí ṣe pé wọ́n sọ wọn wá ṣe, wọ́n sọ wọ́n ṣe. Hostel accommodation ọ̀fẹ́ ni. In fact eléyìí máa surprise wa, àwọn ọmọ TVET yẹn tó jẹ́ TVET 1 currently wọ́n jẹun ju àwọn ọmọ tó wà ní sùn tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ, àbí ṣe mo parọ́ ni? Síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ ọ̀fẹ́ lóúnjẹ tó ń jẹ, accommodation ọ̀fẹ́, oúnjẹ ọ̀fẹ́, then wọ́n tún wá promise monthly stipend lóṣooṣù ọmọ máa fún wọn lówó. Then lẹ́yìn tó bá parí government promise láti provide grant, nǹkan tó pè ní grant meaning pé owó tán lè fi set up bí wọ́n fẹ́ set up business àbọ̀ fẹ́ set up nǹkan tí téèyàn bá intend láti lọ school wọn déèyàn dúró, mọ̀ ìwọ́n tó intend láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan tó kọ́ láti fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wọ́n máa fún yín lówó tẹ́ máa fi ṣe. Ìyẹn ni set up grant and start up loan, and wọ́n ti provide also in conjunction with the ministry láti bá àwọn industries tó máa engage àwọn tó bá parí, àwọn ló máa gbà wọ́n síṣẹ́. Báyìí ìjọba wọ́n ń try láti develop industry, wọ́n present in travel almost all the time láti bring foreign investor. tó bá wá foreign investor yẹn wá dálé iṣẹ́ lẹ̀, tí foreign investor bá dálé iṣẹ́ lẹ̀ wọ́n máa ní ìdáwọn tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ nílé iṣẹ́ yẹn. Àwọn tó bá wá ní technical education tó ní technical know-how àwọn náà máa ṣiṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀. Okay, also wọ́n recognize additional certificates for the program apart from NAPTEP. There is another one tó ń pè ní NTC, National Technical Certificate, and another one tó máa tún fún wọn in addition to NAPTEP. Also ọmọ tó bá ṣe tán even nǹkan tó kúrò ní school ó lè gba JAMB láti lọ university láti lọ rí engineering. Even wọn lọ́wọ́ ń ṣe dáadáa jù ní engineering. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọmọ tó bá lọ technical school ó máa ṣe dáadáa ju ọmọ tó lọ normal secondary school ní engineering courses, because reason ni pé àti technical school lọ ti introduce engineering drawing, technical drawing àti practicals fún wọn. So introduction of those things for them will now help them láti ṣe dáadáa. Mo mọ àwọn ọmọ school wa tí wọ́n wà ní university báyìí tó yẹ pé wọ́n ń kọ́ àwọn méjì wọn níṣẹ́ láti survive gan kọ́ kí àwọn òbí wọn tó dé wọ́n tó send owó sí wọn. Àwọn méjì wọn tó ti kọ́ ṣẹ́ tó ti kọ́ ní technical drawing tó ti kọ́ ní royal print àwọn yẹn owó tó bá gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn wọ́n máa fi máa survive kí àwọn òbí wọn tó send owó sí wọn. Bó dẹ̀ ṣe wà ní most technical school yẹn. So advantage yẹ ó pọ̀. Also right now just last year somebody Chief Alhaji Chief Atiku ó send message sí mi pé tá bá ní àwọn ọmọ tó ní NAPTEP results tó ní NAPTEP certificate wọ́n wá wọn ní free trade zone àti Alaro City. Irú opportunity tó wà fún àwa náà nìyẹn. Irú opportunity tó wà fún wa nìyẹn. So benefit ó pọ̀. Also fún program yìí the last one part of the benefits of this program ni pé World Bank is also involved. Ní Federal Technical College Yaba World Bank wọ́n handle upgrade renovation and equipment of about 7 departments, some equipment and renovation and refurbishment of the departments currently. And fún àǹfààní àwọn ọmọ yẹn ni for this TVET program federal government nígbà tí wọ́n ti adopt program yìí wọ́n wá intend láti add machine sí machine tó wà ní àwọn schools yẹn ní federal fi kó machine wá lọ́ fi kó machineries for the purpose of this TVET program. So mo fẹ́ kí a jọ̀wọ́ kí a try best wa kí a rí as something tí ó máa add value fún wa tí a máa benefit nínú ẹ̀ nísìn a lè ṣẹlẹ̀ bí bóyá kò láti dá lè ṣẹlẹ̀ a lè decide láti wá ní branch bí tí a bá dá lè ṣẹlẹ̀ bí bóyá ogun láti dá lè ṣẹlẹ̀ a lè decide láti wá dá ilé ṣẹlẹ̀ níbí and àwa tá bá ṣe technical kò mí pé a lè lọ sókè sí a lè di engineer a lè di professor anything like polytechnic and become also a technologist. From there you can choose to even go to the university to have BSc in the course you are doing. Registered engineer, you will be recognized even beyond your engineering society. In the society, general society here is also a foreign registered engineer and is also from Ekpe. He also will be talking to us a little about technical education. And in addition to that, as we are doing this registration, for those of you that will pick interest and want to pick forms today, you will need your passport. If your passport is not here, you will find how to see the National Youth Council people to submit your passport, because it's with the passport that the online registration will be completed. If you have any question on all that I've said, gbogbo wọn tí mo ti sọ, ẹ jẹ́ ká béèrè question. Bí béèrè question ó máa jẹ́ kí nǹkan tí ò yé wa ó yé wa dáadáa sí. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká rojú láti béèrè question. Ẹ ṣé gan.
I'm also currently the General Secretary of Odo Obara National Body. I'm also opportune to be the CDA to my community. I'm a community-based person, and by virtue of so doing, there are some other engagements I've also involved myself just to serve our community. So by so doing, I say it's a very good opportunity for me to address you upcoming generation. To be honest with you, I would say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, because the magnitude of the opportunity you have now, we don't have that. When I was in school in Epe here, I finished my primary school from Sumaratu Islamia Nursery and Primary School beside Epe Girls High School. And I also finished my secondary school, just like I've rightly said, from Odobara High School. So this is a very brilliant opportunity for you guys to tap into. And I'm not wrong by saying that by the time I start addressing you now, you will understand the importance of what I've just said now. You see, technical education is very, very important in the existence of human life. I would like to use the word existence of human life, because anything that keeps you going, anything that keeps you moving, anything that gives you the resilience to understand the etymology of life is very key, is very important in somebody's life. You see, technical education, what are the advantages? I want to be very brief, and I would like as much as possible to be brief. Just imagine when you are done with your secondary school. I want to pick from there. Most of us were seeking admission. We'll be striving to write JAM, PCE. Sometimes we'll be striving to rewrite our SSC too. But the very question is that, can you be so bold that you can use your savings to do such? Some of us, the answer is absolutely no. Because at that point in time, we are struggling to get our life back. We are looking at what is the opportunity ahead. How can we get admission? How can I even get to become a doctor, to become an engineer? But because we don't have this sufficient information, we always get it wrong. And the solution to our appetite, the solution to our prayer is technical education. If you have actually engaged in technical education right from your day one, probably from your secondary school, GSS 1, I'm telling you, there's no shaking. The sky is not even your limit. I'll give an instance again. My first daughter, I bought her the first machine, the sewing machine, right from when she was in primary, year 6, because I have already focused on what she's going to become, and I'm going to work towards her, with her alone, not just me, but with her. So you can see how important it is to have a technical education. Just like I've rightly mentioned, if you started early, like around your secondary school GSS 1, you get involved with anything like that, obviously you are going to become better. But right now, technical education has been fundamentalized. It has been established in a way that you don't even need to look for your SSC again. Your NAPTEP is there. You can use it to seek anywhere, any kind of admission, in as much as it's not a medical admission. I don't even know, I want to ask from our honorable, have they started doing any medical courses in technical schools? But I think there's one related course, SLT, probably, that as well can take you to any medical line. So what I'm saying in essence is that if you take your NAPTEP so serious, you can even become engineer. And I'll tell you how you can become engineer without even going through university. Without going through wall of university. It is not only university education that can give you, that can be a prerequisite to becoming an engineer. With your years of experience in the field of practicing engineering, to be honest with you, you will become an engineer. Engineering itself has a cadre. The top cadre is engineer, the second cadre is technologist, the third cadre is technician, while the last cadre is craftsman. So by virtue of your experience, when you start working, you can actually be enrolled in engineering profession. It is just that your years of experiences will count and it will be used for you. So let us quickly erase the fallacious belief that when you are a technical person, you cannot become an engineer. You can actually become an engineer. It's just that your path to that, your route to that might be different from the conventional or generalized routes. So now, I don't want to, I'm just telling you how important it is. You can become anything you want to in engineering cadre in as much as you have the experience. And as our honorable here has enlightened you enough how to go about getting the admission, like I said, those opportunities abound now, were not there before. The free stipends that you are given, the sandals, the uniform, and even the support afterward. These are things that are made available to encourage you in taking to these kind of opportunities. So I implore everyone to go to that route, to take these things very serious. And this opportunity is very, very important. The advantages of going through a technical education cannot be overemphasized. Let me look at the economic situation we are in the country. How many of you have you seen any Igbo tribe or any Igbo man or woman complaining about economic recession? You'll be surprised it's absolutely no. Even if there is any, it's going to be limited, unlike we other tribes. The reason is that most of them they don't go to school. They engage in businesses. And what businesses get you is to get you profits. Meanwhile, if we have engaged in technical education, we can even be more profit. We can live a better life than them. Because in technical education, the results cannot be divined. And most of the time, not all the time, most times the result is always fruitful, because you are trained, and it's an hands-on practical experience. I mean, it's going to be one-on-one practical experience. So whatever you learn is with you. Nobody is going to take it away from you, and you are not going to look for a job. Don't forget the fact that by virtue of you taking the route of technical education, you are being handled with expertise in the field. People that they have the technical know-how to handle, to give you the best. So obviously, when you are done with this kind of people, there's a self-reliance, and the resilience is there. You are not looking for a job. You are not going to submit your CV to any whoever. I'll give an instance. I have my company. When I finished some years ago, and I was looking for a job, I will tell you categorically that I only worked for 2 companies, and that was aside my own ending, because I went for university education then later. Imagine the kind of route I've taken. Very long route. Because I went to Polytechnic, after Polytechnic, university, after university, another university, after university, another university. All of these processes have taken my time. Meanwhile, some of my colleagues that finished HND then, they have their company running now. Me, I wanted to become the bookwormer. I started going, they settled down far before me. I'll tell you, my first one is not even up to 12 years. While some of my colleagues then, in fact, some of their children, they are in university, they are even done, some. Because I wanted to study away. I'm not discouraging you, it's just a choice, but I'm telling you the best, because I've gone through the 2. At the end of it all, I had to set back and look at what I have done in Polytechnic days, because I also have HND. This is not about I have first class. You can have first class and you'll be jobless. I'm telling you the bitter truth. You can have first class and you'll be jobless. I'll give an instance. When I was in university, the best guy in my class, he cannot undo sockets. I'm telling you, if we both finish from the same university, he has a 2-1. First class, sorry. And this guy cannot even lose a socket. But when you have a technical education, I will tell you, you know what standard can you go when you are installing your socket. You will tell somebody that have gone to university, I'm telling you the bitter truth, that okay, what is the level of, from the ground floor to that level, what is the distance? What is the distance, the appropriate standard you will use without going through any calculation, because you would have had enough experience of that kind of activity. So in such doing, look at a tailoring shop, a tailoring outlet. if you call any one of them and say, tell me the number of yards that will make my t-shirts, without going through any calculation, I'm telling you, it's going to give you the exact measurement. Just go and get me 2 patrosa lengths. It's not magic. It's just the virtue by the virtue of experience he or she has had. So what I'm saying is that advantages of technical education is far more. Are we talking about the short time period of learning? In university education or polytechnic education, you cannot spend less than 4 years, 5 years. But in terms of technical education, you will spend less and you'll be able to do other things while you are still doing it. In education, you cannot be in the hostel and say you want to come back. Your school might be in Ibadan and you still have another thing to do in Lagos. You cannot live there and come back to Lagos. Technical education will give you such kind of opportunity. When it comes to resiliency, in terms of a job opportunity, resiliency, it goes with technical education. You can't have resiliency in the university education. Career pathway, it gives you specific career pathway, a defined career pathway. Like I studied electrical engineering. When I got to foreign level, I was told that in electrical engineering, electrical electronics engineering, you have 5 options. So which one are you going to? Are you going for? There's telecommunication, there's power and machine, there's robotic engineering, there's computer and control. I chose the one. But right from in technical education, right from the one, you are already divine what you are going to start on, what you are going to gain at the end of the day, and what exactly it is, whatever the technical knowledge you seek for. So that is why in technical education you have a specific and divine career pathway. Now, when it comes to economic involvement, whatever you learn from technical education is going to change your life. You are not submitting anything to anybody. You are actually having that knowledge already. All you just need to do is to practice. And so, thank God, the government is already in support. Because government itself knows the importance of technical education. So supporting technical education is like supporting human capacity building. And what do we need in this country? Human capacity building. Please, the only way you can save Nigeria as a whole, the only way you can save your community as a whole is by going through technical education. I'll give an instance. There's a guy in Ekwe here. He was telling someone, I'm an engineer. I was opportune to have an interaction with him. And eventually I got to know that he doesn't even have a technical education, let alone becoming an engineer. As an engineer, I did something, and the same person was arguing with me that he is an engineer. Okay, how do you manage that? If I have not gone to school and also trained myself, I will not be able to face that kind of person. In a nutshell, you'll be having quite a number of quacks. And there's one local adage that says, have knowledge is more disastrous than natural disaster. So I will employ you, for the sake of brevity, I would I wanted to encourage you to making sure that you take the route of technical education. Thank you very much.
All one, and he has been doing it. He continues to do, and he has done it today. And we do it, and we pray that God will continue to strengthen him. Muslim Abiodun, the Honorable, representing Ekpe constituency, the Lagos State House of Assembly. You are highly welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. For youth are appreciative, and we want to say that okay náà ni ẹ máa lọ okay náà lẹ máa lọ. Yes. Yes, the Honorable sir. Yes, sir.
We are about to call on the facilitators.
Build the youth.
Build the nation.
And we want to thank God for today. Maybe we say the great Nigerian youths.
Great.
Well, we want to thank God for today. And we want to congratulate these youths. I personally want to congratulate you. And I have my reason for congratulating you. And my reason is not far-fetched. It's because you have taken your destiny in your hand. Today belongs to some people and it's yours. Tomorrow, you will be the one to control your destiny. And you will be the one to bequeath a legacy on your children and those coming behind you. You see, opportunity like this comes, should benefit from this great opportunity. Let me be sincere with you. A time will come that you will open your eye like this. You will not see me again. You will not see your parents. It will be only you and your children. You will be growing old with time. What were you able to make use of your early life? What were you able to do with your early life? Were you able to build yourself? Were you able to train yourself? Were you able to plan for your future? That will determine who you are. That will determine what foundation you will lay for your children. Look, in an advanced country, everything is not paper documents. Professionalism, skill, technicality are what earn money, what fetch money these days. Most of our young words, most of our youth, they end up becoming what they call them helper, carer. That is what most of them do. Only very few of them get white collar job. But what do? Carer. They wash plates, they wash bomb, they carry sick people, they administer drugs, and host of other miniature jobs. For professionals, you will get your field in quantum, in multiples, and it will be earning you money in foreign currencies. Even in Nigeria here, these days, free job are not easy to come by, and this is a stepping stone. What do we bring before you? We brought before you this morning for you to develop yourself technically. There are various fields. The professionals will teach you. The facilitator will educate you. There are various fields. Sit down. Know where you can perform, the area of your comparative advantage over others. Train yourself. Be ready. If you go to university, if you want to go to university, you will from here get to university. What do we intend doing? They intend introducing you to a technical program. When you are introduced to a technical program, you face it squarely. You will pass that stage. You go to the next stage. If you know what you are doing, you pass through that stage, you pass, you go to the next stage. Information even available that you can even be trained abroad and you will get jobs so easily. The free trade zone, they are requiring technical people on daily basis and they pay them heavily. Dangote refineries, all stuff, even free trade zone that is domiciled here, they need people from various technical fields. So develop yourself. So, and sincerely, what I have in mind, getting forms, prerequisite, pre-qualifying processes, your requirements, me, I am ready to be at the body. You understand? So, as much as you are ready, we are ready to assist you. We are ready to support you. Most of you, if I come across you tomorrow, I may not know you. I may not recognize you until you tell me this is who you are. But supporting you will not be difficult for me, because me, I want a situation where our youth will be the best youth. We don't want our youth to be raising up their hand. We want our youth to equally impact on the life of those coming behind them, who were born and bred up in this place, and we are who we are today, and we are interested in plowing back to the community. So when I had the opportunity, I said, no, this beautiful one, I cannot afford to toy with this. Let our youth benefit. And I'm happy, and that's why I congratulate you. For those of you who are here, I congratulate you once and for all. Once again, don't shy. Let anybody tell you, I'm in Harvard University. Tell them you are in a technical college. After that, you even get B.Tech, this Bachelor of Technology. You can never compare what you will earn to anybody who read BA. I'm not saying those who read BA are not doing well. It's even better than those who did not do anything. But B.Tech, you are a technical person, and you will be earning money very well. You take care of your family, you take care of yourself, you take care of your children, you take care of your needs, and you even have the opportunity of plowing back to the community. So I want to encourage you youth, without taking too much of your time, listen to whatever they're going to teach you. I believe somebody should be able to take you the rudiments of those fields, what you can gain, what you have in future. It's very simple. Government is doing wonderfully well for all of you. In China today, what are they gaining? What are they enjoying? Most of their youth are technically oriented. Most of these things were produced by, if you get to China, you will be amazed. This is too big a factory. Half of this is enough factory that they will be selling things into the international world. Develop yourself technically. We want to advise you, we want to encourage you. We are going to get JAM for those who want to go to university. We've been doing that, we will continue to do that. And this we have started. For those who want to develop themselves technically, we will be supporting you. Whatever your needs are, discuss with the president of the coordinator of the National Youth Council. He will liaise with us. At the end of today's program, let us know those who are really interested. Whatever we need to pay on you, we will pay. Whatever we need to do, we will do. We will not ask your parents to go and bring any money. We are not asking your parents to bring any money. Let them release you. Your accommodations, your feeding, everything, I think is free. So get yourself prepared. Ẹgbọ́n tí mo ń sọ, ẹ gbáradì, ẹ dúró déédéé, ẹ dúró lórí ìgbàgbọ́ wípé ọjọ́ ọ̀la wa ọwọ́ wa ló wà. À ń kọ́ṣẹ́ abẹ́ ilé kọ́ leléyìí, wọ́n máa kọ́ yín, wọ́n dẹ̀ máa fún yín ní certificate. Tán bá ṣe tán, bẹ́ẹ̀ bá fẹ́ lọ ṣe degree, wọ́n máa rán yín lọ sí university. Tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ tún finish, tẹ́ bá fẹ́ lọ sí ìlú òyìnbó, ẹ máa ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti lọ. Tẹ́ bá dọ̀hún, tẹ́ bá fẹ́ padà wá máa ṣiṣẹ́ ń bí, ẹ wá máa ṣiṣẹ́, owó ńláńlá lẹ máa gbà. Tó bá dọ̀hún lẹ máa dúró sí, ẹ dúró sọ̀hún, owó ńláńlá lẹ máa rí. Mo kí yín ẹ kú oríire, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá sí bíbá yìí lónìí, oríire náà ò ní dìbànújẹ́. Mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ yín, ẹ mọ ohun tẹ́ ń ṣe o. Ọkùnrin èyí tó bá ń lé obìnrin sìn nígbà tá a wà ní kékeré, a máa gẹ bíje, a máa gbóṣùkòtò, a máa ṣakọ. Ìyá mi máa ń sọ fún mi pé má ti lé obìnrin, kọ́kọ́ lọ kàwé, kò mọ ohun tó ń ṣe obìnrin ló bá máa lé ẹ tó bá yá gan wọ́n á gbèsùn tiẹ̀ wàá sọ pé kọ́ súnsọ̀hún kó o ṣe màmá rẹ́rìn pé ìyá yóò tẹ̀ mọ́mọ́ tó bí wọ́n á gbèsùn tì mí màá ní kọ́ súnsọ̀hún àmọ́ ń sìn mo ti mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tí wọ́n jẹ́ kí n fẹ́ yàwó ni màá fẹ́ 50 láì mọ̀ obìnrin tó fẹ́ fẹ́ mi ta ni ò fẹ́ nǹkan tó dáa nítorí pé mo ti fi àyè sílẹ̀ láti gbọ́ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń sọ ẹ̀yin obìnrin náà ẹni tó bá sọ pé òun nífẹ̀ẹ́ yín òun nífẹ̀ẹ́ yín ẹ sọ fún bẹ́ẹ̀ lótìtọ́ àti lódodo ẹ mọ̀ pé ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ yín ẹ̀yin náà nífẹ̀ẹ́ àmọ́ kó jẹ́ ká ẹ di nǹkan tẹ́ máa jẹ lọ́jọ́ iwájú mú náà kóun náà di èyí tẹ́ máa jẹ lọ́jọ́ iwájú mú kí wọn náà di nǹkan tẹ́ máa jẹ lọ́jọ́ iwájú mú ìgbà yẹn nìfẹ́ yẹn máa dalẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ ìfẹ́ ẹ̀sìn yín ìfẹ́ ìtànjẹ ni tó bá ti gba yín gbò wọ́n á sá lọ tẹ́ bá lẹ́ lóyún wọn làwọn ò tí ì rẹ́dì ọlọ́run ò ní ṣe yín bẹ́ẹ̀ o àsìkò tó yẹ kẹ́ kọ́kọ́ kọ́ra yín níwèé òun rèé ẹ kàwé ẹ kọ́ṣẹ́ wọ́n ní ọmọ kọ́ṣẹ́ olóhùn ò kọ́ wọ́n ní kó kàwé olóhùn ò kà wọ́n ní kó kéwú olóhùn ò ké kí ló fẹ́ ṣe wọ́n tún pa láàrú kò dáhùn ọlọ́run ò ní ṣe yín dá láàrú o so mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ yín ẹ farabalẹ̀ ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tó máa sọ ẹ lọ kọ́lẹ̀ ẹni bá wà ní ss2 ó lè gbé ss2 lọ tàbí ss3 tó bá finish ó lè lọ tó bá ní di ss3 ó máa lọ wàá finish wàá ṣe wàá ẹ̀kẹ́ wàá wọ technical school wàá ṣe ond wàá ṣe hnd wàá ṣe btech wàá tún bọ́ túbẹ̀ wàá tún lọ sí university wàá tún kúrò mbẹ̀ wàá tún lọ sí abroad wàá lọ kàwé welding good job host of so many other job tẹ̀lé ṣe so ọlọ́run á ràn yín lọ́wọ́ o ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi ò pọ̀jù pé kí n fojú hàn kí n dẹ̀ fi dá yín lójú wípé a wà ní ẹ̀yìn yín a support yín pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tí abiyamọ fi ń support àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ òun la máa fi ràn yín lọ́wọ́ tó máa fi support yín ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ dúró tì yín ẹ ṣé.
Will the youth for your support is sincerely appreciative, sir. Thank you very much.
Honorable for this opportunity, because this opportunity is so rare. It's so rare. I want us to begin to pray for him that he will not lack any good thing in his life. His parents, his children will not lack any good thing in their life. Let us begin to pray. Let us begin to pray for him. He will not lack any good thing in his life in Jesus. And as he's going to be going out, he will not meet any evil people on the road. No evil people will come to him. He will not before evil. He will not die. His children will not die. His wife will not die. He will be greater in life.
Honorable Abiodun Tobun ọmọlé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣojú-ṣòfin ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó tó ń ṣojú ẹkùn Ẹ̀pẹ́ kìíní ní ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó.
bàbá kí ni tí ẹ rí tẹ́tí fi ògbó àwọn ọ̀dọ́ àgbọ̀dọ̀ fún wọn lọ́rùn lẹ̀ èyí tó bá lè kà ilé ìtẹ́tú gbé wá ń sìn jáàmù lẹ́ máa ṣe lọ́dọọdún ẹ tó fi lé ìkún kí ni tí ẹ rí tẹ́tú fi ṣe lé ìkún.
ti jáàmù yẹn ò dúró ó ń lọ bá a ṣe máa ń ṣe lọ́dọọdún a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ a dẹ̀ ti ń ṣe gbogbo pọ̀pọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀ àmọ́ ilé technical college ní Federal Technical College Yaba ilé ìwé tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n máa ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọ ní bí wọ́n ṣe máa ń ṣe ètò ìmúṣẹ́ṣe ní tó jẹ́ wípé oríṣiríṣi ni wọ́n ń kọ́ wọn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ tún kàwé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ wọ́n ń kọ́ wọn lóríṣiríṣi screen printing auto mechanics welding plumbing furnishing so many other professional technical things tó jẹ́ wípé òun ni ó máa jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ wa wúlò fúnra wọn tó dẹ̀ máa wúlò fún orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ní ọjọ́ òní àti ní ọjọ́ iwájú ní tó wá jẹ́ pàtàkì tó jẹ́ gbòǹgbò ni wípé ìjọba mọrírì kéèyàn mọ ètò ìgbé nǹkan ṣe dá nǹkan ṣe fúnra wọn so ìwé ìkíní lẹ́yìn wípé tó bá kọ́ wọ́n máa fún wọn l'accommodation wọ́n máa fún wọn lóúnjẹ wọ́n á tún máa sanwó iléèwé wọn tó bá ṣe àwọn ọmọ yìí tí wọ́n bá kọ́ṣẹ́ tán tẹ́ bá wo gbogbo free trade zone tó wà ní sàkání wa ń bí báyìí wọ́n ń wá àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ti kọ́ tí wọ́n mọṣẹ́ akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ tí wọ́n lè ṣiṣẹ́ wọn ò rí àwọn Chinese ni wọ́n kó wọlé àmọ́ tó ọmọ yìí bá kọ́ṣẹ́ tí wọ́n bá mọ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe àwọn ló máa ṣiṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀ owó ńlá ńlá bẹ̀ ló máa gbà èyí tó bá fẹ́ kàwé sí nínú wọn á tún lọ ṣe BTech Bachelor of Technology ní yunifásitì ọlọ́run kú aṣe àti wọn ní University of Technology tó ti ń bọ̀ ní tòsí wa ń bí báyìí ó dẹ̀ wà káàkiri ní Nàìjíríà ó wà káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé àwọn ọmọ yìí tí wọ́n bá ṣe tó bá fojú sí wọ́n á ní BTech wọ́n á ní Master MTech wọ́n dẹ̀ lè lọ sílùú òyìnbó èmi ní Germany France Spain UK America tí wọ́n máa lọ máa ṣe iṣẹ́ yìí tó jẹ́ pé owó bàǹtìbàǹtì náà máa gbà wọ́n á lè tora wọn bọ́ wọ́n á lè bọ́yàwó àwọn tó bá jẹ́ obìnrin á lè support ọkọ wọn wọ́n á dẹ̀ lè bọ́ ẹbí wọn á bọ́ ara wọ́n á bọ́ wọn òbí wọn wọ́n á dẹ̀ tún lè wọ́n á tún lè dá sí ìdàgbàsókè agbègbè wa ìyẹn ló mú àwa lógún wípé àwọn ọmọ ọ̀sìn tó jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ wa tábà ní àkọ́ wọn àwọn ọmọ tá a bá kọ́ sí ló máa gbé ilé tá a bá kọ́ ló máa gbé tà tá a bá kọ́ wọn adẹ̀fẹ́ kìlú ẹ̀pẹ́ gbòòrò afẹ́ kìlú ẹ̀pẹ́ gbèrú àwọn olówó ní ọjọ́ ọ̀lẹ́ ẹ̀pẹ́ bí òkè ń ṣàwọn ọmọ yìí tó ń ta lè ṣe ni pé ká kọ́ àwọn ọmọ yìí ká mójútó ètò wọn èyí tó ìbálẹ̀ tí orí ò bá rọ̀ síwèé púpọ̀ kó ṣe tech ó lè jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run ti máa gbàgbà ògo tí ó máa gbà di ẹni ńlá púpọ̀ tó ń ṣe welding tank underground welding marine welding àwọn ọmọ kan ni wọ́n ń ṣe tó jẹ́ pé ìlú òyìnbó lọ ti ń kó wọn wá wọ́n pè wọ́n ní expatriates why can't our children be experts why can't they earn fabulous amount that these expatriates are earning so ìyẹn ló jẹ́ káà náà rò lọ́kàn wa wípé ó di dandan ká kọ́ àwọn ọmọ yìí ká fi ẹsẹ̀ wọn múlẹ̀ òtítọ́ àkọ́kọ́ nìyí ká fẹ́ ṣe jáàmù sìn àti ṣe ẹlẹ́kẹtàlá eléyìí tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí lágbára ọlọ́run a máa ṣe fún àwọn ọmọ wa ní ọdọọdún tó gbogbo ohun tó máa fẹ́ fi ṣe wọ́n fẹ́ gba fọ́ọ̀mù ni o wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe processes ni o àwọn nǹkan tó máa rà tó máa kó lọ àti wọlé ìwé lágbára ọlọ́run àwa la máa gbé bùkátà yẹn kì í ṣàwọn òbí wọn láti rí pé ó rọ àwọn òbí wọn lọ́rùn wọ́n á dẹ̀ lè máa ní káwọn ọmọ wọn náà kàn máa wá bẹ̀ so ọmọ tí ìyá ò bá kàwé tí bàbá ò bá kàwé ó máa rọ́nà lọ ọmọ tí ìyá ò lówó lọ́wọ́ tí bàbá ò lówó lọ́wọ́ á rọ́nà lọ á dúró tì wọ́n àwọn ọmọ náà dẹ̀ ṣàṣeyè wọ́n á ṣàṣeyege.
ọ̀rọ̀ yanjú yín fún ọmọ yìí.
ọ̀rọ̀ yanjú mi ni wípé alágẹmọ ti bímọ ẹ̀ àìmọ́ ọjọ́ kù sí lọ́wọ́ oore ọ̀fẹ́ àti àwọn ohun tí àwa ò ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ ẹ̀ káàrẹ́ ni tọ́ wa sọ́nà ni wọ́n rí ẹni tó ń tọ́ wọn sọ́nà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ tó dẹ̀ tún rí ẹni tó fẹ́ fún wọn ní àǹfààní yẹn lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ó wá kù sí wọn lọ́wọ́ mo bẹ̀ wọ́n ni mo rọ̀ wọ́n ni kí wọ́n farabalẹ̀ kí wọ́n gbọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ tí a fẹ́ kọ́ wọn kọ́ lè wúlò fúnra wọn tó bá di ọjọ́ iwájú èyí tó pọ̀ jù nínú àwọn ọmọ èmi rò pé mo lè dákan mọ́ nínú wọn tí n bá pàdé wọn níta àmọ́ ohun tí oníkálukú bá ṣe òun là ń ròyìn ohun tá a rò pé a lè ṣe láti fi ran ìlú wa àdúgbò wa agbègbè wa lọ́wọ́ òun là ń ṣe yẹn ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ fi mọ̀ wọ́n ọlọ́run á fi rọ̀ wọ́n lọ́rùn
ẹ ṣe gan ni.
They build sheep and where they maintain those sheep. Now, if you look at a sheep, of course, almost 100% of everything in a sheep, let me not say 100%, 95% of the material they use in building a sheep is what? Metal. So you can see that it still falls under welding and fabrication. So when you talk about industrialization, you cannot take away welding and fabrication. It is the most integral as far as industrialization is concerned. I'm just sensitizing you so that you're going to understand what I'm saying. Yes, aerospace. The aerospace industries are the industry that produce the aircraft. The aerospace industry produces the aircraft. And of course, you know what? Welding and fabrication engineering will tell you the type of material that used to make an aircraft that will make it fly. I don't need to go into all those details, but if you are a technical student in a technical college, they are going to teach you the materials that can produce any type of machine. Like an aircraft now is not made of, people say it's made of aluminium because aluminium has a light weight, but it's not made of aluminium. It's made of an aluminium alloy, which we call duralumin. That's why it can fly as heavy as it is. Some planes can weigh as much as 100 cars, and it will fly in the air. There are principles and materials that make it possible, and that is what the technical college will expose you to. So then, having said that about the airspace, I'll talk about, I want to make sure I exhaust all these points. Automobile, of course, I don't need to tell you about automobile. Everybody has come in contact with a car here. So you know that a car, from the engine to the body, everything about the car is made of metal. Apart from the interior, the engine is made of metal and so on and so forth. You see that welding and fabrication engineering is integral, just like I said. Now, if you get into the technical college, for example, now, and you determine the trade you want to study, let's assume you pick automobile engineering. The only problem I'm going to be having with technical students is that in the course of their study in the school, when they start getting some little jobs, they forget about the idea of furthering their education, and that is where the limitation comes. So those that have furthered their education, when they now see you, they will now be categorizing you as you just have skill. But if you, by adventure, you study, just like the honorable said here, and you have a BTech, somebody that went to the conventional university and went to the normal conventional secondary school, he cannot stand you when you are talking. As I'm talking to you today, in our college there, we have a lot of people that have finished the BSc. In short, on Monday, tomorrow, a staff of Queen's College is coming to start his own training on welding and fabrication. Tomorrow, he has called me that he's coming tomorrow to start his training on welding and fabrication. Because when you go abroad, those are the things that they need over there, not your certificates. It's not just certificates. They need all those things over there. And let me tell you something. We are in this area. We have different types of welding. The one you see outside here, they are the common one. We call it the electric arc welding. We have TIG, we have MIG, we have plasma, different types of welding. Then we have one that is very, very highly specialized. We call it underwater welding. And many of you that live in this area, I believe many of you like adventure. You like swimming and all that. So if you like swimming, why can't you go for underwater welding? You know how much they pay them? $5,000 an hour if you work in the oil and gas industry. An underwater welder is being paid $5,000. In short, as an underwater welder, your salary in a month it ranges, depending on how deep you go, it ranges from $15,000 to $35,000. So you can be earning as much as 40 in Nigerian. If you convert it, it's around 40-something million naira in a month. Which senator ends up to that? That is the specialized skill in welding. So don't just see welding as the man doing burglary proof outside. No, it is beyond that. If what they are doing outside is actually what is welding, then why can't Dangote refinery that needs welder, let them just go and meet the roadside guy, Oga, come and be working for us now, since you can weld. But they can't meet them because they know that what they are doing is basic. It's basic. But even as basic as what they are doing is, if they are not there, who is going to fix your burglary for you? Who is going to fix your gate for you? So you can see that as basic as they are still very, very important. How much more if it was the welders in the industries that take care of those things that bring about production, everything you are enjoying, your wristwatch, your bag, they are all produced in the industry. And it is welders and fabricators that are working in this industry. So I'm going to be showing you a video, and as the video is playing, I'll be giving an explanation. Now, this is me now. So the person talking to you is not just deceiving you, he's telling you reality. Now, under welding and fabrication, you can specialize as welding and fabrication 2-in-1. Fabrication means to make something, while welding means to join something. So, like I said, we have different types of welding, and we also have different fabrication processes. For fabrication, you can go into structural steel assembly. I want to give you an example of structural steel assembly. Structural steel assembly is like something like overhead tank stanchions. Like here, this is a tank stanchion. This is overhead tank stanchion now. This is a structural steel work. You'll be taught how to handle projects like this. With structural steel work, overhead tank stanchions. We also have what we call sheet metal works. Sheet metal works. What you are seeing here is sheet metal work. This is an electrical panel. This is an electrical panel that controls the electrical system of a building. It is made of metal sheets. Then the components are put in. This is sheet metal work. So I've said two things. Structural steel, where you can go into structures, you want to build things that can stand, or into sheet metal works. Sheet metal works is like something that has sheets like this. Like the body of a car is an example of sheet metal work. The body of a ship is an example of sheet metal work. Your tank stand is an example. This is sheet metal work now. You can see these are technical students, both girls and boys. They are building that industrial dumpster that is being used by Loma for carrying waste at all these marketplaces like Oshodi and so on and so forth. It was built in the technical college there, and students participated. You can see students participating in the welding operation. These are girls, not just boys, so girls, because you girls now you think that it's only catering that you can do. No, you can do engineering. In short, in Germany, all these specialized automobile, all these cars like Porsche, all these special cars, it is the women that they tell to handle them, because women are more meticulous than men in handling things. So don't think that women are meant for only catering and all those things. You can do engineering and function very properly. You can see the girl is carrying out welding operation. That's the final assembly. This is when they were building it. This is the final assembly. You can see the lumber truck coming to lift it onto itself, and students participated. That's an example of sheet metal work. You can see that's a girl welding. You can see this is a girl welding. So what are you afraid of? Your eyes. I've been practicing welding since let me just say since 2007. I don't read with glasses. I don't need glasses to read. So long you follow, every engineering practice has laid down safety rules and regulations. So long you follow those safety rules and regulations, there is no part of your body that is going to be deformed. It is when you are careless about it. So as an engineer, that's why when you come to the technical college, the first thing we teach you is safety precautions. We are going to load you with a lot of safety precautions in handling machines and in handling tools, so that you can be working safely. You see somebody that just started doing electrical work for, let's assume, but we don't pray for that. You don't have money to further your education. You can still further your education after working. Just like myself now, I'm self-reliant. You're on your own. Nobody can come and be doing shakara for you because you have skill. They will be pursuing you. They are looking for you. They want you to work for them. That's self-reliance. So when you are working with your shoulders up because you have something that people want. Well, most of the projects you see me handling, they are personal projects you see me handling, and they put money in my pocket apart from the salary I'm receiving. I don't even touch my salary self. That's just the salary is even nothing compared to what I get from doing my personal project. So that self-reliance is the key. All right, that self-reliance is the key. You can be a graduate of the university and still live hand to mouth, but when you're a graduate of the technical college, there is no way you can live hand to mouth. All my course-mates that we finished from technical college together, I can say about 60% of them are abroad already, and they've been asking me what are you still doing in Nigeria, that country where there is no light. I say I'm here, I'm making my money and I'm living fine. They say come here and come and see life, because they are there carrying out welding. I didn't prepare. I would have shown you one of them working. They are carrying out welding operation and they are making money in hard currency. They are making money in hard currency. Why me? I'm making the naira, but it's still okay. That is the beauty of technical education. It's economics teachers, mathematics teachers, further math teachers. So all those things you'll be taught, but you will now also be taught the practicality of the trade you chose. All right. What I said now is it understandable? Does anybody have a question to ask me? Does anybody have a question to ask me about it? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
I really appreciate your teaching.
You're welcome.
I want to ask, in the technical school, let's assume I'm choosing technical application. We teach me all this stuff that you are saying that the normal Italian, we teach me all the application of those.
Okay. Thank you very much. They are going to teach you. The technical college works with a syllabus that is approved by the government called the NBT syllabus. And if you check the NBT syllabus, it takes care of all these things. They may not mention refinery, but as your teacher is teaching you, he's going to be citing those things. So in the future, when you see those things in the refinery, you can relate with them because you have the knowledge already. He came to our college and I spoke with him one-on-one. And he told me that he sent delegates to Germany. He sent delegates to Germany to go and find out why they are developing. 30 years ago, China was nothing. 30 years ago, India was nothing. 30 years ago, Nigeria was something. But I think Nigeria has remained where it was, and those ones have gone up. So he now sent delegates abroad. What is the problem? And he said the report they gave to him is that we have problem with our technical education system. So the minister now took it up to himself that he is going to reset the technical education system in Nigeria, because that is the only education system that can bring about development, and that is what has brought about all these opportunities that you have. So take hold of this opportunity you have. We don't know what might happen tomorrow. Enroll, like they said, it's free tuition, free everything. Come and learn something and empower yourself, and you're going to be happy you actually did. And the funniest part of it is that it's not that Nigeria did not know in the 1960s that technical education is what can bring about development right from time. But the problem is that maybe somehow they missed their targets, and higher institution in Nigeria It is Yaba College of Technology. That's the first science institution in Nigeria, a college of technology. So without technology, no country can develop. No country. Before, it was Germany that they were German machine, German vehicles. Japan took over. How did Japan take over? Technology to mass produce. China is producing 30 million cars in a year. 30 million cars. Nobody can beat China now. Nobody. They are serving the whole world. And just like the honorable said here, if you go to China, everybody is passing out skills. Everybody is passing out skills. It doesn't have to be a big room like this, just a small corner here. Somebody is producing something and exporting to Nigeria, exporting to Africa. All these phones that you are using, Bontel, Itel, Mtel, Ctel, Qtel, Ztel, they are all made in a small room in China, and they are exporting to Nigeria, and we are all buying it. I am like this. If I don't even want to stress myself, I just want to have my small workshop. I don't need too much money to start. So that's how welding is now. Let me give you an example. This is the old type of welding machine. I cannot even lift it up very well. This is the old type of welding machine. They are made of transformers. They consume a lot of power. But technology has improved. Now we are using inverter. See, this is a welding machine you are seeing. I even have a smaller one that can enter my pocket. It's a welding machine. This is a welding machine as basic. That generator that is sounding outside now, with that generator, I don't know how many kVA is that generator, but a 5.5 kVA generator, I can have two of these machines working at the same time. 5.5 kVA generator that used to pump water in your house, I can have two of these machines. But this is a welding machine. When I'm traveling to the north to go and do a job, I go by flight. And my welding machine is my hand luggage. All of you that enter flights, you know that your hand luggage should not be more than 9 or 10 kg, right? So my 10 kg. So my welding machine is my hand luggage. I just put it there and I sit down. So I don't need to carry transformer and be jumping up and down looking for who will cargo it for me. That's how technology has advanced. And look at the welding helmet. Yeah, this is a conventional welding helmet. See, this is a conventional welding helmet. When you want to weld, this is clear, but when you want to weld, you cover it, abi? So when you cover it, so the darkness of the goggle will help you to see what you are doing, because you cannot look at it with your naked eye so that you don't cry in the night. All right. But with this, now this is advanced technology. It doesn't need to open and close. Just wear it on your head. You are seeing. The moment you strike any arc, it becomes dark automatically. So you can see that welding has advanced. So don't think that it is what you are seeing on the roadside. It is beyond that now. All right? It is beyond that. So I encourage you to tap into this opportunity that the federal government, through the honorable, is bringing to you. And I can assure you that in the nearest future, you become self-sufficient. All right?
Get questions so that they can answer us. If you have questions surrounding this, I had someone asking, someone who is above 20 years. So we have the age 12 to 20 as criteria for age. So someone who is above 20, can that person still apply? The answer is yes. But not more than 24. The standard age is 20. But if you are above, not more than 24, you can still apply. So if you have any other question, please do well to raise your hand. Yes, thank you. When can we be coming for the program?
So the program is a normal semester program from it's just for 3 years. Then in that program, you are going to do your normal graduation school core subjects like mathematics, English, physics, chemistry, and biology. The additional sugar to this is that you will be doing technical drawing and further mathematics compulsory. Because today you can't stop of building any machine without making the blueprint. You work with a working drawing because before you can achieve all of this. And my boss, he showed us some pictures of students on that screen the other time. One of the students' name is Ifya Soma. That girl initially wanted to study medicine. She wanted to go into medical line when she got into year 1 at FTC. Then she was moving on, she changed her mind. This girl presently is studying marketing in Maryland, and I'm going to show you this girl scored 340 in JAM. 340. In fact, I call her cyborg. If I should open my phone, you see it. I say that name as cyborg. You know what a cyborg is? Half machine, half human. She's extremely good, both practically and theoretically. Do you understand? And we have some of them that study creative presently. Azubuku, the boy got 334 in them. The boy when the boy came to our school, I want to study medicine. Say yes. Since you are doing your course of the maths, English, physics, chemistry, biology, it's still not a barrier. You can go ahead with it. It's just for you to have hand skill, what you can do with your own hands. 70% practical and just 30% theory. All these Avogadro's law, Newton law of motion, Heisenberg uncertainty principle, all these things happen in our daily life, but we don't pay attention to it. We just yes.
You the youth. You the youth. I think the boy asked a question, which some of you did not understand. This program is not going to hold here in Ekwe. We are going like we are going to hostel. It is going to hold in Yaba. That boy, what class are you? SS1. And are you ready to practice this? You will leave your school for now. Yes, I see some of us did not understand this vocational skill. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní SS1, SS2, GSS2, you are going to leave that school. School tẹ́ wà yẹn ẹ máa fi gẹ́gẹ́ ṣe fi fọ́ọ̀mù yìí. Ẹ bá ti agree láti proceed on this. You are going to leave your present class and move to Yabatech. Ṣé ẹ understand nǹkan tí mo sọ fún yín? It's not a program that you will be learning here on Saturday and Sundays. You are going to have your first year, second year, third year there. Like you are going to boarding school, like you are going to university. So as you are here now, you've had it. You need to go to your parents at home and re-explain. Kò ṣe pé wọ́n fẹ́ máa kọ́ wa ní local government ní ọjọ́ Saturday àti Sunday o. Wọ́n ní a máa jí báàgì wa à ń lọ sí Yabatech. Yaba ni o, ọdún mẹ́ta tẹ̀lé máa lò. Like the facilitators have said, he said there is female engineer. Most of our female here, they are afraid. When you ask them that what do they want to practice, what skill do they want to learn, they will tell you catering and painting. Like the lady beside me said, I want to become a caterer. Ó fẹ́ máa dáná fún wa ni. And I asked her that you can become what? I said she can become an engineer. Seeing those ladies doing what a man can do, I believe it shouldn't be a challenge for each and every one of us. Obìnrin tó lè kú òkè wà ní báyìí sanra sí faraṣẹ́ anything, and it's going to pay you. It's going to be a reward for you. So don't just put yourself to a particular trade. Just try it like I can do it. And I believe facilitator, when they get to that place and they see they cannot cope in that engineering, they can move to another trade, right? I'm only asking. So if you think you can't cope with the engineering skill, you can move back to your catering. But don't just limit yourself to just catering and painting. Thank you.